Hello friends, welcome back to Active Education Pro. In our previous videos, we have calculated some numerical problems from class 9 science NCERT book from motion chapter. Today we are going to calculate some more numerical problems about equations of motion. Let us start. This is a question from page number 109. Let us start. A bus starting from rest moves with a uniform acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square for 2 minutes. Find the speed acquired and the distance travelled. So we have to find out the speed and the distance. Here given that acceleration A is 0.1 meter per second square and time T is 2 minutes. We have to convert the time to seconds. So it will give 120 seconds. First, we have to calculate the speed from first equation of motion. We know that v is equal to u plus at. We have to find out the speed. Speed means the final velocity. We have to find out the final velocity v. Here, given that the bus starts from rest, it means its initial velocity u is 0. Let us calculate its speed, that is its final velocity. So v will be equal to u. Here u is 0 plus at. Here a is 0.1 and t is 120 second. So v will be equal to 0.1 into 120, 120. It will give 12. So the speed acquired is 12 meter per second. Next, we have to calculate the distance travelled. From second equation of motion, we know that S is equal to ut plus half at square. Here S is the distance or the position. By putting the values of ut and a, we can calculate the value of S. Here u is 0 as the body moves from rest position. So 0 and time is 120 seconds plus half. A, here A is 0.1 and T, here T is 120 seconds. So it will give 0, half into 0.1 into 14400. So by cancelling it with 2, it will give 7200. So S will be equal to 720 meter. So the distance travelled is 720 meter. Let us do another numerical. Let us do another question based on equations of motion from page number 110. The question is, a train is travelling at a speed of 90 km per hour. Brakes are applied so as to produce a uniform acceleration of minus 0.5 meter per second square. Find how far the train will go before it is brought to rest. Here given that the train is travelling with speed 90 km per hour. This will be the initial velocity of the train. So here u will be equal to 90 km per hour. Given that acceleration is negative, a is equal to minus 0.5 meter per second square. Also given that after the application of brake, the train is brought to rest. That means its final velocity v will be equal to 0. So v is 0. We can convert the initial velocity in kilometer per hour to meter per second. So we have to multiply it with 5 by 18. So by cancelling by 18, it will give 5, 1, 25. So the initial velocity in meter per second a minute will be equal to 25 meter per second. Here we have to find out the distance. That means how far the train will go. That means the distance. From equation of motion, we know that v is equal to u plus at. S is equal to ut plus half at square and v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Here you have to calculate the distance. Here there are two formulas for calculating the distance, second equation and third equation, but here to find out s we have the value of t, u and a, but here in the question the value of t is not given, so we have to use the third formula, that is v square minus u square is equal to 2s. Let us start. The formula is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Here v is 0, u is 25, which is equal to 2 into a. Here a is minus 0.5 and s. You have to calculate the value of s. Here it will give minus 625. Here minus 1 into s. By cancelling negative sign, it will give 625 is equal to s. So the distance s is 625 meter. So the train will travel 625 meter after the application of brakes. I repeat, here question is given that the train travels with a speed of 90 km per hour. That means this is the initial velocity of the train. After the application of brake, the train comes to rest. That means its final velocity v will be equal to 0 and the acceleration is negative. As the velocity is decreasing, the acceleration given here is negative, that is minus 0.5 meter per second square. Question given that we have to find out the speed. We know that there are three equations of motion. From three equations of motion, we can put third equation of motion, because we have the value of v, u and s, from which we can calculate the value of s. By putting the values in the equation, we have calculated that the value of s is 625 meter. So the train will travel 625 meter after the application of brake. Let us do another example. Let us do another question from the same page number. The question is, a trolley while going down an inclined plane has an acceleration of 2 cm per second square. What will be its velocity 3 seconds after the start? Here is given that acceleration is 2 cm per second square, time is 3 seconds. Given that we have to calculate the velocity after the start, so we have to calculate the velocity. That velocity means its final velocity, because it's given that it starts in an inclined plane. That means its initial velocity will be 0, because it starts moving in an inclined plane. We have to convert the centimeters, the acceleration in unit centimeters per second square unit to meter per second square. So you have to divide it with 100. So it will be 0.02 meter per second square. Here we have three values, a, t and u. From equation of motion, we know that v is equal to u plus a t. We have three values, u, a and t. We have to calculate the value of v. So putting the values, we get u is equal to 0 plus a. Here a is 0.02 into t. Here t is 3. So it will give 0.06 meter per second. So the velocity will be 0.06 meter per second. I repeat, here question given that the trolley moves in an inclined plane from the rest position with an acceleration of 2 cm per second square, and after 3 seconds what will be its velocity. Here given that acceleration is 2 cm per second square, we have to convert the unit centimeter per second square to meter per second square. So for this we have to divide it by 100 and the value becomes 0.02 meter per second square. Here time is 3 seconds. As the trolley moves from beginning starting position, its initial velocity u will be equal to 0. We have to find out the velocity, that means its terminal velocity, that is final velocity. So the equation of motion for this finding this value is v is equal to u plus at. Here u is 0, a is 0.02 meter per second square and t is 3. By putting the values, we get that v is 0.06 meter per second. Let us do another example. Let us solve another question from page number 110. Question is that a racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. What distance will it cover in 10 seconds after the start? So here given that acceleration is 4 meter per second square, time t is 10 second, and given that it begins from starting position, that means its initial velocity u will be equal to 0. We have to find out the distance it travels. Here 3 values are given. We have 3 equations motion, that is v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. We have to find out the value of s. Here we can calculate the value of s from these 2 equations, but for finding the value of s we need v. Here v is not given, so we can calculate the value of s from this equation, because we have the value of u, t and a. Let us calculate the value of s. So s is equal to ut plus half at square. Here u is 0 because it starts from the initial position. Here t is 10 seconds plus half into a. Here a is 4 meter per second square and t is 10. So it will become 0, cancelling by 2 it will give 2 into 100. So the value of s will be equal to 200 meter. I repeat, question is given that the racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. What is the distance it will cover in 10 seconds? The time is here is 10 seconds and the acceleration is 4 meter per second square. Given that the car starts from rest position, that means its initial velocity will be equal to 0. From 3 equations of motion, we saw that we have 3 values a, t and u. We can put the values in the second equation as we have to find out the distance. So by calculating the distance by using the second equation of motion, it gave that s is 200 meter. Let us do another question. Let us do last numerical problem from page number 110. Given that a stone is thrown in a vertically upward direction with a velocity of 5 meter per second, if the acceleration of the stone during its motion is 10 meter per second square in downward direction, what will be the height attained by the stone and how much time it will take to reach the time? So question here given that we have to find out the height of the stone and the time taken by it. Here given that velocity is 5 meter per second, that is velocity means it is the initial velocity. Here u is 5 meter per second. Acceleration, given that acceleration a is 10 meter per second square. We have to find out the height, that is the distance, and the time taken by the stone. Let we have to throw a stone from the ground to some distance, to some height. So that here the initial velocity of the stone will be given that 5 meter per second. Let at this point its velocity v will be equal to 0, as when we throw some object in upward direction, its final velocity v at the maximum position becomes 0. So its final velocity v will be equal to 0. And given that acceleration is 10 meter per second square, but here question is given that the acceleration is in downward direction. As the stone moves in upward direction, its acceleration will be negative, as the motion is against the direction of acceleration. So acceleration will be negative. So we have to first find out the value of height. From equation of motion, we know that v square minus u square is equal to 2s. By using this formula, we can calculate the distance. Here the value of v is 0. Here v is 0, u is 5, which is equal to 2 into a. Here a is minus 10 into s. This will be equal to minus 25 equal to minus 20 into s. Negative sign will be cancelled in both the sides. It will give s is equal to 25 by 20. By cancelling it with 2, it will give 5, 4, which is 5 by 4 meter. So the stone will travel a distance of 5 by 4 meter. Next we have to calculate the time taken by the stone to reach this distance, the distance of 5 by 4 meter. We know that from first equation of motion, v is equal to u plus at. We have the value of v, that is 0. U is 5 plus a. Here a is minus 10 into t. So it will be equal to 0 equal to 5 plus minus 10. By taking this to right side, it will give 10t is equal to 5. By taking 10 to right side, it will give 5 by 10 second, which is 1 by 2 seconds. So the stone will take half second to reach the distance of 5 by 4 meter. I repeat, given that the stone is thrown in a vertically upward direction with a velocity of 5 meter per second, that means when the stone is thrown upward direction, its initial velocity is 5 meter per second. As the stone reaches the maximum height, its velocity, final velocity becomes 0. And here given that acceleration is 10 meter per second square, but in downward direction. As the stone moves in upward direction, its acceleration will be negative. That means minus 10 meter per second square. Here question is given that we have to find out the distance covered by the stone and the time it takes to cover that distance. So here the values are, given values are u, a and v. We have to find out the s. From third equation of motion, we know that v square minus u square is equal to 2s. Here the value of v is 0, value of u is 5. By putting these values, we calculated that the value of as is 5 by 4 meter. Then we have to calculate the time. From first equation of motion, we have v is equal to u plus at. Here we have calculated the time is half second. So this is the numerical problem from page 110. Thank you friends for watching our video. Please like, share and subscribe our channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.